Dulcetterra 2020. How's everybody doing? My name is Brian Ernst, and I'm really grateful to be here with you today. I'm coming in from a little village just south of Cape Town, South Africa. My wife Katie and I and my little baby girl, 18 months old, they came on tour with me in March. It was supposed to be a 3-week tour in South Africa, but the whole world shut down. South Africa went into a military lockdown, and yeah, they shut their borders, so we've been stuck here ever since. But we're grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be able to play, and I'm grateful to join you for the International Day of Peace. I saw a couple other artists that were kind of showing their little lockdown quarantine studios, so I'm going to show you our little spot here. It's not bad. Yeah, it was kind of raining just a minute ago, and I was debating on whether to start because I didn't want the rain to bother with the sound, but then I thought about it. It's going to be a rainbow like any minute, so it might rain a little bit. Might not, but that's all right. So this first song I'm going to play for you is a song I wrote called The Refugee, and it's a song that I wrote after going and volunteering at the Moria refugee camp in Greece, which right now there's a humanitarian crisis that's happening there, that's been happening there for the last 5 years, but it got a lot worse a few days ago. The whole refugee camp caught on fire, and there's 12,000 people that are in seeking shelter, and there's a lot of things that are happening there right now in Lesbos, Greece. So yeah, if you care about peace, I encourage you to look up the situation. Look up Salam al-Din with Team Humanity, and this song's dedicated to him and all the people who are working for peace. If single men willing to try to walk that mile deserve respect, deserve a smile, judge not lest I be judged. Seeing refugee just needs some love. I come from a land that we cannot fathom atrocity. Can't imagine forced to leave like an exodus, with clothes on the back and like most of us. Well, how would you feel if you're in their shoes, being called terrorists on the worldwide news? KKK don't reflect the Christian, well ISIS don't reflect the Muslim. It's a simple fact, open up your mind. Traveled overseas, then you see their kind. You see our faith shall not wave us, up to us to return the favor when love that's past the border when love it sees no color when love it's from the mother when love for the sister when love for the brother when love it's past the border when love it sees no color when love it's from the mother when love for the sister when love for the brother, my soul, yeah. When the freedom of choice is the freedom of choose. Don't know man unless you walk his shoes. War-torn region that I call his home. Money that invested in the world we're told. Well, the same country that armed the rebel turned their backs once the streets are leveled. Makes me wonder what it is they're after. A profit from the war disaster when it's up to us. I pray for peace, well, save our lovers for the Middle East. Forget about the puppets in the quest to divide us. Focus in love, things that unite us. One secret refugee, what we're told. Brothers and sisters, both young and old, give anything you have, give anything you can. All refugees searching for our land to win love. Past the border in love, see no color in love. From the mother when love, for the sister when love, for the brother when love. It's past the border when love, it sees no color when love. It's from the mother when love, for the sister when love, for the brother, my soul, yeah. Come and rescue them from the gates of hell. Save their ships from the ocean swell. Walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Find some shelter, find some rest. I'm gonna pray for peace and unity. Pray for the Syrian refugee. I pray for peace and unity. I pray for the Syrian refugee. When love past the border, when love it sees no color, when love and from the mother, when love for the sister, when love for the brother, when love past the border, when love it sees no color, when love from the mother, when love for the sister, when love for the brother, my soul, yeah. Thank you again, Sam, and all the sponsors and everybody that put this on. Really, really honored to be able to play. And you don't know what you have until it's gone. Music is kind of like that for me, being able to tour and travel around the country and travel around the world and sing songs that I wrote, which incorporate the stories of a lot of the people that Katie and I have met over the last decade of our lives. And so this song is called Let It Go, Let It Be. And you know, peace is something that I think is sometimes misunderstood as some hippie ideal, and not to say anything about the hippies, because they were right. But peace is something that takes work. To me, peace is nonviolence. Because if you're not non-violent, then you're not peaceful. And then I think also another thing about peace is that a prerequisite to peace is justice. If there's no justice in with regards to something, there's not going to be peaceful harmony. So as we've learned over the course of the last, not just 60 years, but even the last 200 years, peace takes work, it takes struggle, and it's hard. And peace also takes time, and it takes contemplation. It takes, if you go to the front lines of for peace, you're going to take more shots. You're going to find how hard it is. But it's important to understand that going to the front lines for peace is part of that, part of the course, so to speak, is suffering and taking shots. That's all part of it. And you got to let that go, and you got to let it be. And that's at least what I tell myself, and that's what this song's called. Let it go, let it be. And I wrote it after that whole refugee experience. And I said music can be a catalyst that change like revolutionary warfare in a peaceful way. History, how it all began. If you don't know history, it'll happen again. There's more than one side to every story, more than one life to fame and glory. Don't stand up if you're trying to be taught. Don't stand up if you're willing to fall. Or will God bless the ones accounted for, and no rest unaccounted for. And they say collateral damage can go to hell. Above men, women, the children got a story to tell. I'm talking about the ones in the shadow of death, talking about the ones falsely arrested. I'm talking about the ones who value their life. I'm talking about the ones don't really bomb that night. Yeah, let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Yeah. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Yeah. Let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Yeah. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Yeah. Yes, there's a couple things that keep me up at night, like where's a smuggled child sleeping the night. You never forget a mourning mother when she ain't heard from a son or daughter. There's this thing called the human creed. No man left behind, no sister in need, no child should ever be put in a rap. No parent should ever feel that trap. Well, a part of me died digging anonymous graves. That's one thing I'm not proud to say. I'll go talk to someone, go get some help. If that doesn't work, seek professional help. Cause I took some shots, took some hits, triggered generational trauma cause I saw some stuff. Help me fight and learn to listen. Check my rights, check my privilege. Let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Yeah. 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 I've been so low, can't look in the mirror. I ran so fast, when dry my tears. Fears don't dry till you're face to face. Look your enemy in the eye, sing Amazing Grace. Cause all God cares lament and mourn when you pray for life and believe in war. There's honor in leading with your heart and mind, but these two things subject to time. So go grab the thing, come and take you home. Seen the blind lead the blind and there's nowhere home. What we need is solidarity, philanthropy, and charity. We gotta rise above a broken system. Respect all life, all religion. Don't beat around the bush, don't twist the facts. Wealth and privilege come from someone's back. Well, let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Yeah. Let it go, let it be. Can't hold on to what you can't see. Let it go, let it be. Let the past be the past, future is free. Alright, so this next song is called Power of the People. And I'm usually a looping musician. I do a lot of looping when I do my live shows. So I'm going to feature that just a little bit. But this song is another brand new song. I'm really happy about it. And the song has a lot of references of a lot of different people who have done extraordinary things for peace. And I definitely encourage, if there's any names that you hear that or stories in the song that you never heard of, to look them up, because nonviolence is a very powerful weapon. Peace is a very powerful tool, and we need to start doing it more. Oops. 65. A mother polo said her feet was tired, but her soul found rest the night they planned to march over the Emma Pettis Bridge for the voting rights against Buchanan, the police and the Ku Klux Klan. But this wasn't a riot, wasn't a mob, these was ordinary people's strategy involved. They said no matter what happens to you, turn your other cheek, don't let them move you. Cold-blooded Sunday cause they made them pay. Wanna represent the Democratic, say yes, they march with their hearts, not with their fists. They march with love, compassion, and violence acquits. Made their case by refusing to fight. America watched on Cronkite that night. Yeah, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Child, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. The TNR Commission led by Desmond Tutu, apartheid fell, Mandela walked from jail with a whole world watching. What's he gonna do? Invite his jailers to dinner, and I did too. Well, things ain't easy to be black and be free when that's why people privilege that we just can't see. Look up the Greensboro lunch counter segregation at the Woolworths downtown location where 4 black men took it upon themselves. I take a beating for the beating Jim Crow in the South. They said we come to help desegregate, and you can no longer sign a seat by color or race. Same way, grab their friends who jump off the fence, cause freedom ain't free when you're being arrested. Against all odds, voter suppression, they voted George Wallace out in the next election. Well, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Yeah, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Child, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Yeah, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Let's break it down. Alright, I can kind of work with that. We'll work with that. Alright, we'll work. Alright. It's all fresh. I don't, you know, we'll give it a go. I said another thing called Tiananmen Square. A man stopped to tank a grocery bag instead. Vietnam 2-3 infantry. Who Thompson Jr. stopped the massacre of Vietnamese. He was a wartime whistleblower without the zeal. For Billy Graham Bear, Dr. King out of jail. And you can read about the world past and present tense. Nothing come close to your experience, so write it down in bits and pieces like a modern day Martin Luther 9-to-5 thesis. Cause it don't matter if you're white or black. And you see something, say something, it's time to act. You can litigate laws, mitigate crime, but you can't legislate someone's heart and mind. You gotta lead with your heart, not with your fist. They even call Martin Luther King a communist. Well, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop it. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Yeah. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Well, ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of people, cause the power of people don't stop. This next song is the title track of my 5th record, and it's called Ubuntu. And Ubuntu is peace. Ubuntu is a word. It's a Xhosa word, which is the tribe of Nelson Mandela here in South Africa. Ubuntu means I am because we are. It means I am human because we are human. If you are hungry, then I'm not fully hungry. If you are thirsty, then I am not completely thirsty. If you do not have the same rights and privileges as I do, then my freedom is not as full. So that's kind of a African philosophy. And South Africa, I could say so much about this country, but I hope you enjoy this song. Been a long time coming, I'm glad to see what's good for you is good for me, yeah. Some people may disagree, but that's alright, what they believe. Had to go back, look myself in the mirror. Am I living in love, man, or living in fear? Television screen tell me what I wanna hear, when actuality they are what they appear. Have to ask ourselves difficult questions. Who we living for? What's my perception of the whole wide world? All of creation isn't meant to serve myself for some other reason. Every single thing serves another purpose. No one ever tell you that you are worthless. Like on and on and on and on it goes, yeah. When to stop and no one knows, well, peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the mother from which all things be. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the child with no family. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the brother in humanity. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the sister in the life she leads. Yeah, 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 yeah. When it took many years for me to conclude, force feeding you or watching the news, it don't want you to go believe there's a big beautiful world that's overseas. Well, that's what it took for me to find purpose. Clothes, cars, or watches, everything's worthless. What you taking with you when you die? Oh, well, nothing. It stays behind. So who's getting rich from your addiction? Blood being shed for these contradict. A show package it up and they call it green. Clear cut the forest and they tear down the trees. Oh, every single thing is all connected. Every single thing should be respected. What affects you, affects me. Every part of you, just another part of me. And peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the mother in the life she leads. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the child with no family. And peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the brother in humanity. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the sister in the life she leads. Yeah, yeah. So, one more thing that I was taught, there's more to life than what you got. A rich man still don't have a need, but then a poor man keep his dignity. A rich man still don't have enough, a poor man's cool without the stuff. How can a man claim authority if it don't even serve the minority? Oh, well, every single man must make a choice. Honor and respect the woman's voice. Only as strong as our weakest link. Not who we are, is how we think. So let me conclude one more rhyme. Only change the world with an open mind. Well, love each other more than yourself. Practice happiness as your wealth. And peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the mother from which all things be. Peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the child with no family. And peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the brother in humanity. Oh, and peace be with you, peace be with me. Peace for the sister and the life she leads. Yeah. Peace has been on my mind, and the struggle has been on my mind. And I think that we're on the path to get there. But my grandmother came to Katie in a dream one time about 5 years ago. She passed away 10 years ago, but my grandmother was the Lenni Lenape, Delaware Turtle Clan bloodline, where my lineage goes through, one of the rivers that it goes through. But she told Katie that gonna go a long way or the hard way. That's what this song's about. Where my bloodline flow from a Delaware tribe, Lenni Lenape, a Turtle Clan. We signed the first official treaty with the United States in September 1778. 500 treaties that have been broken, 500 treaties that are not spoken, 500 treaties that are still provoking, 500 treaties, I ain't even joking. I see elders pray when they get pepper spray. But when the Tonka move, guess who runs away? Treaties don't come with expiration date, so the ink on the pen still holds some weight. To resist it, to exist, to prevail here on Turtle Island, the Holy Grail. We jump in the water, hear the song of the whale. Black hills are not for sale. We're gonna go a long way or the hard way. Are we gonna go? Long way or the hard way, are we gonna go, yeah. Long way or the hard way, are we gonna go, yeah. Said I don't know. Said calling all tribes of redeemer of men. How can we move forward if we ain't right within? The Columbus statue was a big mistake. Columbus statue ended up discovering a lake. I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, not only get a new life, got a vision quest. I seen a couple things, a couple dreams deferred, but on the long walk I frame a couple things occur. You might find some keys needing to be unlocked, but remember child, it takes all you got. You gotta fly like an eagle over the Puget Sound. No matter how high you get, always kiss the ground. Man can't live off breath alone, so do what it is that feeds your soul. Join the people of the salmon on the Yurok Reds. Protect the Klamath from Exxon Valdez. We're gonna go long way or the hard way. Are we gonna go, yeah. Long way or the hard way. Are we gonna go, child? Long way or the hard way. Are we gonna go? I said I don't know. My other grandfather, Scottish heir to the throne, left the kingdom, left the family, left all he known. When he made a native woman, he was the top of the tribe, but not one royal family came to be by his side. How? Cause one is royal. Be dissatisfied when you struggle with the struggle. Maybe he realized that you could take what you thought, wrap it up in the box. Cause world looks different between the have and have not. If we wanna be great, we gotta look to our past. Cause truth, grace, and mercy, great virtues that last. All around the world we see women uprising. Not coincidence, this is perfect timing. Patriarchal system being brought to his knees because a bunch of men scared to let a woman lead. If we never ask forgiveness, it won't go away. You can't forget and then forgive, it works the other way. We're gonna go long way or the hard way. Are we gonna go long way or the hard way? Are we gonna go, my friends? Long way or the hard way? Are we gonna go? I don't know. Take care.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sam Golgoon. I'm the founder of World Music Development. I'm here today with my good friends, Brian and Katie Ernst, and the organization Journey for Youth. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Good. It's wonderful to see you guys. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. It's so great to at least see you here online. It's so great to finally meet your family, your new little one that's with you.
Rhea, yeah.
Can you say hi, Rhea? Say hi.
Hi, Rhea. All right. So,
Getting close to
Brian,
dinner.
I wanted you guys, you and Katie, to tell me a little bit about yourselves and tell me a little bit about the story, history, vision, and mission of Journey for Youth.
Wow, good question. Okay, well, Katie and I, where do we start?
About a decade ago,
Yeah.
we were in our younger 20s and we just had this strong desire to travel the world. But we didn't want to like be on vacation. We wanted to really intermingle with different cultures and stay with local families and volunteer along the way. So we did various things throughout our trip to kind of really experience the culture and the people of the world.
Yeah, and then that was in 2010. We did this trip overseas where we pretty much backpacked through the South Pacific, Southeast Asia, and then to Africa. And I was a full-time touring musician at that time. It just started. Katie was traveling around the country, working on farms and going to school. And then we came together, did this trip. And during our time in Africa, in Kenya, we just did some work on a farm, really met an amazing community of people. And a couple months into the trip, our time there, they asked us if we would like to help them do some projects. And so we obliged, and we kind of started telling our stories at our shows around the country and around the world. And
I think one moment that really like woke us up to say yes, like we can help, we can do something, even though we're just two people without a lot of money, really young, going back to the States to travel and tour out of a van. There was a little girl that we were volunteering feeding a lunch to kids, and one day she was sitting outside crying, and we sat next to her and said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I'm going to die. I have malaria and my family can't afford the medicine to help me get better." And we were at the end of this like year-long trip, backpacking, sleeping in our tent most nights. And we were like, we don't have any money, but I bet we could do a fundraiser for her. And this was like just when Facebook and all that was kind of starting. I don't even know if we had Facebook, but
maybe, yeah, social media was.
We were like, we'll find a way to fundraise. So let's go find out how much this medicine is. So we're like, walking to the hospital and brainstorming fundraising ideas. And we get to the hospital and talk with the doctor, and the medicine was 30 cents.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, we realized that 30 cents for malaria medication was something we were like, we thought it was going to be some big expensive bill, and we realized that, wow, you actually don't even have to have a lot of money to help. And yeah, and then we've had malaria like 5 times between the two of us. And yeah, when you get something like malaria and you realize that how fortunate you are just to even have something like 35 cents in your pocket to be able to pay for this, it kind of is prudent about the future and what can we do to try to make change so that other people don't have to experience something like this.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. A lot of people believe to help out around the world, it's going to take a lot of money and everything. Sometimes it's that effort that we put into it, that work. And sometimes once you find out, like you said, you find out the cost of that medicine, it's a lot less than what we may think, but that's a lot of money for somebody else around the world, for somebody perhaps in impoverished areas in the world. That 30 cents is a lot of money, which may not be to us. So I hope our audience hears that and understand that just every little bit can go a very long way to helping out people around the world. So Brian, I know you and Katie travel the world a lot, and right now I believe you guys are based in South Africa. Because of the pandemic situation, you're a musician too, that you perform all around the world. And I have to say, first of all, thank you so much for that beautiful performance that you just did, that we just watched. That was fantastic. And I wanted to ask you, with the whole pandemic situation, you guys are experiencing it as far as the effects of travel and effects on your organization firsthand. Tell me how the pandemic has affected you guys, and what are you guys doing to deal with it with your organization and your performances and everything?
Yeah, well, we usually do a big tour every summer around the United States, and obviously we weren't able to do our tour this year. So that's when we raise a lot of awareness and funds to mostly do education sponsorships. We've been committed for about 10 years now to over 100 kids in this village that we first lived in. And we've gone back several times and revisited with the families, and the moms and the grandmas and the fathers were the ones that told us education is like the #1 thing you can do to help us. So that's kind of been our main focus. We've done different garden and rainwater projects, as well as taking care of some of the elders in the village with food. But we're working closely with a few of our teenagers now, the kids that have been in our program that have now graduated high school, and one who's graduated college. And they're running things. They're starting to take more initiative and leadership within the organization. So we're brainstorming some ideas now. It's going to be more online to try to make sure every single child in our program can continue to be sponsored for 2021. So the school year starts in January in Kenya. So we have a few more months, and yeah, we just have to have faith and hope that we'll be able to continue our sponsorships this year. So we also do have some monthly donors who have really been able to help our programs run throughout the pandemic. So we're super grateful for them.
And we operate on a really low overhead. We don't have an office. We don't take salaries. So even though the pandemic did, pretty much zap a lot of the income that we're able to raise throughout our tours, we are still able to keep some of the programs going, and the leadership on the ground right now, especially with the youth that Katie was talking about, really exciting and really encouraging. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys for continuing the awesome work that you guys are doing. And speaking of donations and how people can support you guys so you guys can continue this outstanding work that you're doing, how can people donate to Journey for Youth?
People can visit our website. It's journey with the number 4 youth.org. And they can make a one-time donation, or even as small as a $10 monthly donation really adds up throughout the years and brings consistency to our programs. And also, it'd be great to follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, also Journey with the number 4 Youth. And we're going to be launching a sponsorship fundraising drive in the next few weeks where people can sponsor one child. So we'll match each person with a child. For the younger kids, it's only $35 a year, which gets them a new pair of shoes, a school uniform, and their school fees for the whole year.
Yes, and I think if they follow us on social media, Journey for Youth, and then also if they would look up my, people could look up my music page, Brian Ernst Music, and on social media as well. I do a lot of posts, kind of updating different fundraising things that we're doing, and yeah, different initiatives we're part of. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, and we have the website posted right here on the screen, so our audience can see that as well. So I ask our audience, please support the wonderful effort of Brian and Katie Ernst with Journey for Youth, and go to their website and make a donation today. You guys also have a profile on the Dulcetterra website as well too, that we've created a donate button on that directly goes to your donation page. So hopefully people should be able to find that easily and not have any issues or excuses of how to give to you guys, so you guys can continue on this journey for youth. All right.
Yeah.
Let me, I can sit here, guys, and talk to you guys for hours since it's been so long since I've seen you guys. But to just wrap our conversation up for this interview today, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience today before we leave?
Just to kind of tie in what we were saying, like, to me, I'm just so encouraged by the little efforts of many people. Everything we've been able to do, like through Brian's music tours and with our nonprofit, and also volunteering at different projects along the way too, is because like of individual people that just give a little bit, and give us encouragement, give us donations. And even in this pandemic, to see just the network of people we have kind of come around us and support us and encourage us. Yeah, I'm just grateful for the individuals, and together I think we have so much power to create a better world for all, and a more peaceful world, and a world where everyone has access to education and different opportunities to enrich their lives. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight what you were saying about, we can never be like, our efforts are never too small. So when we're connecting our heart and mind to something positive for somebody else. So.
And I think the thing I like to say is that if some people have money to give, and people can give money. Some people have time, and give time. Find out what it is that we are passionate about. Each one of us are passionate about how we can get involved on a local or local level or larger scale, and yeah, get involved, register to vote, care about people, have more conversations. Let's try to find some more tolerance for people, and some more love and some more compassion. That's what I'm trying to do. Find more compassion, more tolerance in that in my own self, and hopefully that can transpire into something positive, whether it's financial or not. We just got to keep on having faith, got to keep having hope, keep caring about each other, and yeah, keeping on.
Brian, thank you. You said that so well right there. And yeah, thank you, Katie, for what you mentioned. Gosh, you guys are some of the most humble people that I know. And um, thank you again for the work that you guys continue to do. And what you said, Brian, is very true. You can start helping locally. If you want to make a change, make a difference. Some people think they don't have any power or anything that they can do. The power starts within making a difference within your own community. That's where it starts. And then hopefully it can be that ripple effect that it can expand out right there. I talk to so many people that they're like, it's just me. Where do I start? What do I do? And they make it a lot more complicated than it is. I have to say, I myself, I was one of those people. When I was thinking about starting world music development, it was the same thing. You know, what am I going to do? Where am I going to start?
Politics.
Yeah,
Running
and it's like, well, and then I was crazy enough to get involved with local politics too,
Right.
because I said, hey, if you want to make a difference, and actually,
Yeah.
I got my American citizenship specifically that I could run for town council in my own community to get
And win.
involved in politics in my own community. Yeah, so
And win, dude. I'm so proud of you, man.
never thought I'd be a politician. I still don't consider myself a politician, but it's not how I think, it's how everybody else thinks of me.
You know, man, I think politics gets a bad rap, man. I think politics is patriotic. I think partisanship is toxic, man.
Yeah,
That's
it is. That is very true. And, you know, I'm going to take the advantage right now and mention to our audience in United States that one of the privileges that we have in our country is voting. So please, 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 if you're not registered to vote, go register and vote.
We're voting from South Africa. Everybody votes. Everyone. Whoever you're voting for, vote.
Thank you. So see, even you guys being able to vote and being in South Africa and doing your absentee ballot,
Yeah.
I can't see anybody who's here in the United States to have an excuse of not being able to vote. So I wanted to get that out there today too. But again, thank you so much for your time today, guys. Brian, thank you so much for that awesome performance. It is so fantastic to meet your little one finally. And I hope for the day that we get to have you guys come back home and we get to see you guys in person. And I hope that we can do this event in person next year. Our goal is to do Dulcetterra each year. So I hope to see you guys in person in 2021, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Tell
everything
your
you're
family
doing.
hi.
Thank you for everything you're doing for
We
your
will.
community
Takes a village.
and for music.
It does. It sure does take a village. All right. You guys take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.